we're underway. AJ and Reese working up top. Ball's played back, chested down by Megan. Hannah controls, works it outside. Up the sideline. Plays the ball through to AJ. Fusion take possession, move the ball back.
Go up.
Avalon steps through, takes possession back for Harbor. Ball played up. Megan chests it down, plays back to Kai. Outside to Ashlyn. Ashlyn controls, looks for the ball back. Played a little soft for Megan.
Go, Meg.
Megan takes it up the sideline. It's a little pressure, takes it deep to the corner. And two bodies collide out for a corner kick. Harbor, their first of the game.
I could hear his voice.
So Alicia out to take the kick, right-footed in swing. Ball through, far side of the 6. Down off of a defensive player to Kylie's foot and just over the crossbar, out for a goal kick. Fusion. Ball settles at Alicia's feet over on the far side. Back through the middle. Ashlyn battling for the ball. Plays it back to Megan outside. Just gets past Megan and out of bounds for the Fusion throw.
Good job.
Kai steps in to clear the ball. Sorry, folks. The ball come right at me. More worried about me than you see in the game. Lisa with the ball out wide on the right. Fires the ball up and off the upper body of the defender out for a Harbor throw. Sydney settles the ball, moves it back through the middle, just over Hannah. Ball's back to Megan. Megan steps up, starts moving the ball to the midfield and takes a shot. She fires it, hits the back of the net. Megan with the goal. Goalkeeper standing. 1-0 Harbor. Megan.
Nice shot. Control of that one. Nice shot. Yeah.
Good job, Meg.
That deserves a somersault.
Are you gonna do that? Yeah, do one first, Jeff. I think you should do it.
Fusion with the ball in the midfield. Plays it out wide of the near sideline. Hannah steps in, compete for the ball. Back to Megan. Megan with the right foot upside. Over towards Alicia. Alicia chests it down. Falls to the foot of Fusion. Over to Julia for her first touch of the game. Julia in a battle.
Stay with it up.
Puts a good body on. Knocks the girl to the ground. Fusion moving the ball in deep. Avalon putting pressure and a very slight kick. Kylie steps up and clears the ball. Where it's managed by Harbor after a Fusion touch.
Come on, AJ. Call for it.
Alicia moving up the sideline with the ball through to Reese. Reese running on. Can she get there? And a ball out of bounds for Harbor. Harbor throw. Julia to take the throw. Lands at the foot of Fusion. Fusion player puts a long boot on it. Megan runs back. Keeper calling for it. Plays it back to the keeper, and Caitlin clears it out midfield. Hannah serves the ball up to Alicia. Alicia looking to take play outside. Hannah overrunning. Ball careens off of Hannah's foot for a goal kick. Fusion. Hannah. Deflected off of Hannah. We have a defender back to take the goal kick. Nice kick out towards the far sideline where it's headed down. Julia competes with a shoulder. Sydney position in the midfield. Maintains possession. Pokes it out to Megan, and Megan pops it up to Ashlyn on the sideline, and Megan's looking to make an overrun. Now Ashlyn's off to the races. Ashlyn tucks it in. AJ handles. Oh, just inside the 18. Fusion now looking to counter. Long ball through. Played off of Haviland's foot. Megan trying to get there and save the possession. Oh, girls, get there, get there, get there. And we have a throw, Fusion, deep in Harbor territory. Big long throw into the 18, and it's played lightly into the hands of the keeper. Caitlin handles for the first time this game. Caitlin's drop kick, deep through mid center field. Reese heads it forward. AJ should be off to the races, and Reese is breaking. AJ with a chance, fires on net. Saved by the Fusion keeper on her left post. Another good opportunity for Harbor. Fusion punt up to center midfield, played forward by Julia. Alicia.
Oh my gosh.
Alicia took a bump like she normally gives. No harm, no foul. I bet we'll get one of those back. Something tells me Alicia is not going to let that one go unchecked. Sydney with a nice turn behind. Pulls, shoots. Oh, just wide of the left post. Had the goalkeeper frozen. Out for a goal kick, Fusion. And our first set of the game. Fusion left back.
Get to it.
Sydney with a head, deflects backwards. Coming into possession for Fusion. Headed forward. Kylie with the clearance. And Megan comes in with a strong play. She's looking to get the ball and get it up and out. Nice. Well played by Megan. Gets there, holds possession, plays it out of bounds off of defense for Harbor throw.
Where's that soft spot?
So after all that fun, Megan gets to go back and take the throw for Harbor. She gets it up to Ashlyn, and a little toe poke by Fusion, flicks out a play for a throw. Hannah quickly inbounds it to Ashlyn. Hannah calling for the ball. Little flick. Hannah's in on the play. Hannah's looking to make something here. Gets the ball through the middle to Alicia. Alicia hits it forward to Reese. Reese was almost off to the races. Alicia takes shot near post. And it trickles through the goalkeeper's hands below, through the legs, into the back of the net. 2-0 Harbor. And we're back underway. 2-0 Harbor. About 10 minutes into the first half. And the first foul of the game called against Harbor for a free kick. Fusion at about 28-30 yards. Far side in the Fusion defensive end. Sorry, folks. I took a water break myself. Non-threatening ball played in deep, handled by Caitlin. She drop kicks out past midfield where it's handled by Fusion. But Reese is there, opportunistic, gets the goalkeeper out, and the goalkeeper makes a great save for the first. Reese follows it, and the ball trickles out just past the far post. Another nice play, Harbor. It's a great challenge by the goalkeeper, came out very top edge of the 18 and made a perfect save. Goal kick, Fusion, intercepted by Reese, lands at the foot of AJ. AJ goes in for a challenge, knee to knee at the top of 18. Sydney with the ball turns and takes a tumble. Megan with the ball, pressure on behind, gets it out to Hannah. Hannah plays it back to Kylie. Kylie's going to play a light touch back to Caitlin. Caitlin's going to turn it and fire it back out, where Sydney battles for possession. Avalon says, "I've had enough of this," steps up and fires it out, where Reese runs onto it with an overlapping Alicia. Reese in a battle, wins the ball, gets it up past Alicia, running in on the edge of the 18, plays it back, nobody home. Fusion ball, and move it back up through midfield. Ball played out wide by Fusion to the near sideline, handled there, sidesteps Megan on defense, and Ashlyn back to help out, clears it out here to the bench for a Fusion throw. Hannah coming to challenge, wins the ball, unfortunately out of bounds. Another Fusion throw. And Hannah takes that one uncontested, plays it up to AJ, where AJ turns, dives around a defender, plays it out wide to Hannah, and Hannah up the sideline. Hannah tucks, slides in under the defense, looks to cross the ball
Right there.
into the 18. Batted back out to midfield where Sydney manages possession, plays it out wide to Julia. Julia steps up and fires the ball in. Long ball through to the hands of the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper punts out. Far side, midfield. Alicia challenging for the ball. I'm sorry, Avalon challenging for the ball from her center back position. Hannah steps forward, gets the ball in. Fusion with a long ball through to the side. Megan on plays it out of bounds at midfield for a Fusion throw. And we have a substitution coming, 3 players for Fusion. We should be coming up on our mandatory 60-minute water break, or 60-second water break if they're going to play one. It's starting to cool down a little bit. And the inbound throw coming from Fusion on the near sideline. Kylie challenges, knocks her player off. Avalon steps up, plays the ball forward to Hannah. Hannah mishandles but gets the possession back. Oh. Water break, 60-second water break. Alright, I have no idea how I did that. I switched it to black and white somehow. Well, that was silly.
Can you get it back?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how. There we go. Sorry about that, folks. Going a little retro there.
Yes, me too.
And the ball will be inbounded by Fusion on the near sideline midfield. On a soft throw, Hannah steps in and takes advantage of that seeming miscue. Hannah plays the ball up, side of the 18. Fusion center back plays it back out. And mishandled by Fusion, and Megan takes advantage of that. Says, I'll take a little piece. And the Fusion gets it right back, starts moving it up the field. Caitlin's going to come out, and she will handle uncontested at the top of the 18. Caitlin decides to punt this one out, where it plays off the hip of Fusion, but Sydney takes the ball and pops it up to Kat. Kat plays the ball through. Sid can't quite get there. Lands at the feet of Josephine. Josephine plays the ball back into Brooke. Brooke battles for the ball. It lands back out to Josephine. She tries to get it back into the mid. Green's back to Evelyn. Evelyn to Hannah. Hannah to Josephine. Josephine looking to get the ball to Sid, where she makes a nice turn. Ball gets away from Brooke. And the Fusion look to move it up, but it's going to run out of bounds for a harbor throw here on the near sideline. See if we can brighten that screen up a little bit for you guys. Oh, nice one. Brooke running on. Tries to tuck. Challenging the defense deep. And that's going to run out for a harbor throw. Megan up from her left back position, almost to the flag to take this throw. She lobbed it in for Brooke. Brooke plays it back, ends up with the ball at her feet, tries to get it back to Megan. Megan manages to take the ball right off the foot of the Fusion defense. And it's poked out of bounds by Fusion for another harbor throw. Quickly by Megan to Danye. Danye chests it, and with a little flick, into Sydney, and Kat's there. Oh, and an opportunistic poke by Kat just about got the goalkeeper with a diving save, and the goalkeeper knocks it out of bounds with her back. Kylie gonna step up and take this. Kylie to take with the left foot. Be an out-swinging ball from goal. Harbor poaches everybody at the top of 18. The ball comes in on Hannah's head and over the crossbar. Just a bit too high. Goal kick, Fusion. Evelyn steps up, handles that goal kick. It lands to Hannah's foot. She plays it back for Julia. Julia steps up and crams one into top of midfield. Hannah back on the ball. Hannah moves it back into Sid, and Sid turns, works it over to Brooke. Brooke turns, works it up to Danye. Danye chasing. She'll get there. She's going to take it to the corner, and it runs out of bounds for a Fusion throw. Another throw. Hannah. Megan to Hannah. Megan gets too much of a boot on it. Right back out of bounds for a Fusion throw. Strong throw in by Fusion. Kylie knocks the girl right off the ball. Seemed like a pretty good challenge. No arm extended, shoulder knocks the girl to the turf. The referee doesn't think so, apparently. Free kick Fusion, and the long ball through. Chasing, caught Harbor standing looking. Fusion with an opportunity here, but Avalon cuts it down. Award a goal kick to Harbor on that one. Duffy not real pleased with the defensive posture on that one. I don't know if you viewers around the world can hear the commentary from the far sideline, but Coach Duffy wanted his defense to realize that he didn't appreciate the fact that they stood there and watched that ball fly over their heads and do nothing about it. I don't think tolerance is on the menu this evening. Another ball threatening out. Fusion, top of the 18. Didn't take a chance of the opportunity, and Av steps in and clears it out. I think the only mistake that was made on that play was the Fusion player didn't rifle that ball on frame. And the ball careens out of bounds for a throw. Harbor Julia to take back to Avalon. Avalon settles it at her foot, looks up, plays the ball to the referee, and the referee didn't help us out much. Brooke pokes the ball through. Danye now in a foot race. She's got one defender. Danye tucks, and the ball bounces off the back of her foot inadvertently. Sydney going to try to settle it. Sid looking to do something, sees Brooke. I don't think Brooke's going to get knocked off the ball by that one. Oh, and Danye fires one in. Uncontested out for a goal kick. Sorry, folks. Ball played out of bounds here on the near sideline by Fusion. Megan steps up for the throw, inbound the ball to Brooke, and it bounces over her head, but down off her chest and across midfield. Josephine unable to control, but hustling over the sideline, try to gain possession. It's out of bounds for a Harbor throw. Julia steps up to take. Julia inbounds the ball cleanly. It's batted right back to her. She moves the ball into midfield, and the ball settles at Kat's foot. Kat with a quick left foot. Falls to Megan, and I think Megan was wanting to try to get a little bit more mustard on that one, but no doubt that she was going to have a go on frame. That runs long for a goal kick. Fusion. Nice clearing ball by the defender, taking goal kicks for their keeper. Kylie steps up, heads that ball down where Sydney can control it. She flicks it out to Josephine. Josephine settles it, turns around her defender, and not quite far enough to get around her. Out of bounds, throw Harbor. Julia on the far sideline. Clean inbound to the foot of Josephine. Josephine plays it back to Julia, and Julia puts it right back across the middle. Danye and Brooke in there. Danye controls, gets knocked to the turf. And a long ball coming through, chested down by Kylie. And Danye with a foul on the play. It's a brief talking to by the referee. And the Fusion coach taking the opportunity here to converse with the referee. Doesn't like the fact that a yellow card wasn't issued on that. And a free kick. Fusion. About 42 yards here on the near side. And short play. Slight mishandle. Danye steps in and intercepts. And plays it forward, trying to reach Brooke. It's batted down by the Fusion defense, and they move it back to midfield, where Kylie steps up with the right foot. Megan calling for the ball, gets it up to Brooke. Brooke with a light little flick forward. And the ball's going to run here. Megan under some pressure. Nice play by Fusion to steal possession of the ball. Kylie clears it up. Danye hustling to try to maintain possession, but it's going to run out for a Fusion throw. Near side throw, Fusion. Hannah comes in for a strong challenge to try to win possession. And the ball's played out of bounds by Fusion for a throw, Harbor. We should be running up on halftime here any moment. Harbor sub, Sydney out, Alicia in. Alicia gonna play a center midfield role. Hannah working to control. Alicia now with the ball up. Hits Josephine in stride. He turns against the ball to Kat. Megan coming in for a challenge. Fusion able to get around, but Megan steps in and takes possession right back. Moves it up to Danye. Off Danye's foot. She's back paddling. And the ball is cleared out of bounds for Harbor throw. Megan to take. Inbounds the ball to Hannah, where she handles nicely with the inside of her right foot. Settles it, plays it back. A little softly to Avalon. Julia in a battle. Gets the ball up towards midfield, and Fusion takes possession. Josephine pokes it away. Fusion with the ball up the left-hand side. And Julia's tripped behind, inadvertent. Foul nonetheless. Hopefully she didn't smack her head. She wasn't expecting to go down. Yeah. No, it wasn't dirty. There was no malice there. It just, when you're not expecting it, all of a sudden your face hits the turf and... So for those of you watching on the World Wide Web, Julie McGinnis was seemingly inadvertently tripped down from behind, where she looks like she may have fallen awkwardly on her right knee. She's favoring the right knee a bit. Okay. Halftime. Actually, she's up and running now. It looks like she's going to be all right. We'll get going here in the second half. Hopefully get them home. 30 minutes of fun coming up. Ball play back to Sydney. Sydney tucks and turns. Plays the ball up to AJ. AJ with a little flick to herself. Gets it up. Hannah. Hannah clears the defense. Plays it out wide to Kat. Uncontended, brings it into the 18, looking to cross. AJ begging for a call at top of the 18. She got dragged down. Duffy's getting a bit heated. Yeah. Welcome to the era of Tim Duffy. Sydney working the ball through midfield, pops it into AJ. AJ gets a hip, and it's fired hard, deflects out for a Fusion possession. She plays it up the sideline, but that's going to run Megan out of bounds. Fusion throw on the far sideline. Fusion throw. Sydney wins possession, drops it back to Megan. Megan brings it up the side to Kat. Back to Hannah. Outside to Kat. Kat crosses. Handled by the goalkeeper, the near post. Goalkeeper punts, short kick. Hops. Hannah tries to get a head on it. Sydney tries to get a possession and ends up with the ball at her feet. Plays it over to Hannah. Up the side to Kat. Kat running uncontested. Looking to cross. Gets the ball crossed in to the foot of Reese. And Ashlyn with the golden opportunity at the back post. She puts some wood on it. She pops it up into the stands of the other ballpark nearly. Goal kick Fusion, taken by the defense. A nice clearing kick right up the heart of midfield. Av settles it, loses possession, but Alicia battles through, and Avalon back to win the ball again. Ball careens off of Ashlyn back towards midfield, and then back towards the side where Fusion. Battling with Alicia at the sideline, the ball's out of bounds for Harbor throw. Ashlyn calling for the ball, but Alicia says the heck with it, I'm going to throw it over all your all heads. Plays it to Reese. Hannah's running through hard. Ball cleared back long. Ashlyn a little bit of a race. Lays it up for Alicia, and Alicia with a strong through ball. Fusion steps in. Hannah ends up with the ball at her feet and plays a long ball through to Kat. Kat's got to run on, not going to make it. The goalkeeper comes out with a clearing punch. Alicia steps up, plays a high looping ball in where Hannah's looking to gain some possession. Heads it in, AJ settles and plays a nice kick over the left to Kat. Kat out to the corner, settles the ball on a nice turn and crosses right into the middle. And Hannah with the golden opportunity to hit the twine. Just misses, and Ashlyn at the far post can't get there in time. Goal kick Fusion. Ball handled by Hannah. Down low here to Ashlyn. Ashlyn out wide. She plays the ball through. It's handled by the goalkeeper. near sideline, across center field. Alicia handles.
Good job, Av.
Avalon up to Hannah. Hannah to Sid. And Sid with her typical twist and turn. Ball through to Kat. It's like rinse, repeat, recycle. Kat plays it in. And Reese with the diving effort. Sorry, folks. Reese with a diving effort between our near post and the goalkeeper. Just about a foot too short, and the ball trickles out for a goal kick. Again, the goal kick taken by the defense. Where it's brought down by Sydney. Sydney looking to move the ball in. It careens back out to Avalon, or Ashlyn. Settled by Alicia. Alicia with a strong kick back through to the middle. On to AJ almost. And Reese with an opportunity. Fires over the goalkeeper. Into the back of the net. Reese with goal number 3 for Harbor.
Good job, Harbor. Yeah, Kat. Come on.
Kat working hard on the far sideline. 1-on-1. Plays the ball out of bounds for a fusion throw. Kylie steps up. Long left leg through. Puts that ball right over to the Harbor bench, where it deflects out of bounds off a fusion player for a Harbor throw. About 28 yards. Inbound by Kat to Hannah and contested. Hannah plays the ball through to Sydney. Sydney settles it with her right foot, turns, puts it on her left. Alicia settles, can't keep possession. Fusion up, nobody there. Kylie steps, gonna work it up the sideline. Finds Kat, probably gonna run a bit long on this one, out for a goal kick, fusion goal kick. Goal kick. Sydney's head off a hop over to Hannah. Hannah looking out towards Kat. Kat working to keep that ball in bounds just a little bit too far. It's out of bounds for a fusion throw. Fusion setting 4. Throw on the far sideline in front of the Harbor bench. Fusion player back. Harbor puts the ball forward. AJ runs on, and the ball is knocked to the sideline by Fusion for a Harbor throw about 3 yards off the flag. Cat off. Danye in. Megan up to take the throw on the far sideline. Inbounds. Hannah dummies, plays the ball in behind. Megan looking to get around the ball. Bit of a shoulder battle, runs out of bounds. Megan for the inbound Harbor throw. Down to the foot of Danye. Danye working. Gets pushed from behind. That'll be a foul on Fusion. Free kick Harbor. Somewhere in the vicinity of 8 to 10 yards, way out on the far sideline. So played short and quick by Kylie to Hannah. Hannah across. Bit of a big touch by Danye, but she turns it right back into the middle. And a penalty kick awarded to Danye for a foul in the 18. Megan steps in for the PK. We'll zoom in on that a little bit. Might be a little bit blurry. Maybe you can see the play. Referee blows. Megan steps up with a strong right foot. High center right over the extended arms of the goalkeeper. 4-0 Harbor. Harbor gains possession yet again. Sydney working the ball up. A strong challenge by Fusion. Ball out to the far side. Fusion possesses momentarily. It's taken right back. Hannah works the ball up. Danye running on up the left. And it's played out of bounds by Fusion for a Harbor throw.
Because he knows how I feel when it's happened before, especially at school.
Try to get that down a little bit. The camera to adjust the light a little bit. Maybe you guys can see better. Ball inbound. And batted back to Megan. And Megan from about the 20 all the way over on the far sideline puts her left foot into it and sends it flying over the crossbar. And that goes out for a goal kick Fusion. Nice kick out. Fusion to the far sideline. Fusion touch. Possession looking to get up the side. Ball played forward by Fusion and nobody there. Kylie taps it back to Caitlin, and Caitlin puts it back up in the midfield where Hannah takes it. Ashlyn yelling, and the ball just didn't have enough legs.
Good job, Alicia.
But there's Alicia to come in and say, let's move it again. Out to Ashlyn, and now Ashlyn one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Let's see if she knows to keep it playing. Steps through. No PK going to be awarded on that one. Strong play by Ashlyn. Megan plays the ball up to Danye. Danye looks to move the ball up the sideline. It careens off a Fusion player out of bounds for a throw near midfield on the far side for Harbor. Megan inbounds the ball with a run by Sydney. Sydney fires it off of the Fusion player. Careens back to Megan. Megan plays it back to midfield to Hannah's head. She skips it forward to Ashlyn. Ashlyn tries to drop it back to Sid, but doesn't go. And Reese, powering through, looks to go one-on-one with the keeper and fires it. That's a pair in this match for Reese, and 3 on the day. I think she's found her groove.
Today,
I told Reese in the parking lot before this game that we expected a hat trick from her, so maybe she's listening. So once again, with the shutout and 3 or more goals, Harbor could earn their 10 points for this match, giving them a total of 24, which should be sufficient to put us through to the final tomorrow. So let's hope they can hold on and collect their 10 for another good effort today. Inbound throw by Fusion on the far sideline in Harbor's defensive zone. Kylie kicks the ball off a Fusion player out past the end line for a goal kick. Caitlin's gonna get to see the ball again. We're gonna call in for a water break, 60-second water break. Commercial, TV timeout. Cue the cheesy beer commercials. and the official peanut gallery. Hey, everybody in the peanut gallery, say hi. You're on.
That wide lens.
Hello.
Give me some. Come on, let's hear it. Paging Mike McCann. Mike McCann to the sideline, please. There you go. It's always fun to have fun. And there's the other part of the peanut gallery. Hey, this is your chance to be on live television. You're on. Yeah, there we go. All right, enough of the tomfoolery. Back to the game. And the train in the distance. And the restart will be on a Harbor goal kick. Referee blows the whistle to restart the game. Caitlin looking to move her players forward. Drives the ball out where Sydney chests the ball down. Sydney handles the ball. Doesn't actually handle it. I gotta stop saying that. Sydney manages the ball in possession. Moves it forward to Brooke. Brooke plays it back to Sydney. Sydney looking to do something forward with it. Plays it through to Josie. Josie out, breaking, turn, trying to get around the defender. Lots of arms, and Josie plays the crossing ball back, and it's cleared out by a defender. It's going to grow legs and make it. Julia up for the throw. Knee seems to be okay. The light pass into Josie. Josie plays it back to Julia. Left it a little short. Out for a Harbor throw on a deflected ball. Sydney battling. Crosses the ball. Fusion misplays. Hannah gains possession. It's a little pushing and shoving. Avalon steps up, deflects the ball back in for Harbor, where it's played hard. And the ball was kicked, and a girl fell, and we get called for a foul. So apparently we're not allowed to kick the ball very hard in this game. Or maybe I'm just one-sided, who knows. Free kick Fusion. Across midfield, Julia battles for it. Fusion drops the ball back, defender punches it up. Hannah battles out wide. Gonna run. Fusion out of bounds, Harbor throw. Inbound by Megan to Hannah. Hannah chests the ball to right foot flick. Sydney steals the ball. Sydney challenges, wins the ball. Works the ball through to Brooke. Brooke just about gets the ball up and over the middle. She could have ended up with a nice one-on-one break off of that opportunity, I think. Julia wins the ball back here in defense. Back to Avalon. Avalon misses on an opportunity to get the ball up. Fusion possess. Fusion with the ball in deep. Julia with strong play and clearance. Avalon getting involved in the defense. And Alicia up the far sideline. Looking for Brooke on the outside, just doesn't get there. Ball careens out of bounds. Fusion throw at midfield on the far side. Ball inbound Fusion. And it's quickly cleared by Harbor out on the far side for a throw Fusion. I think that was a different language.
It was garbled. Like I got nothing but Avalon.
He knew what he said, and Evelyn knew what he said, and every other girl out there knew what he said,
Okay.
but we weren't supposed to know.
It's code.
Sorry, folks, I was trying to interpret for our Timmy talk.
There's an actual tear.
I heard rumor that in England they say God save the Queen, and in Ireland they say God save Timmy. Harvard works the ball in possession of midfield, drops it back to Avalon. Avalon with the ball forward. Josephine working here on the sideline. Fusion get the ball back through the middle, but Alicia turns, takes possession of that, plays it out to Josephine. Josephine looking to get the ball up, steps through one, and a hard challenge by Fusion. That one's going to roll out of play for a Harbor throw. Subbing 3. And back to the Harbor throw, taken by Julia to the chest of Josephine. Josephine plays it back to Julia. Julia settles, switches feet and pops one up to a handball on number 10. Referee says, no big deal. Let that one play. You guys have to understand his rule book is flexible. He didn't get the hardbound copy. So.
Like this, right? It's like volleyball.
Sorry, folks. Had to interpret the rules of the game for our parents again. That ball runs long, out for goal kick, Harvard. Caitlin up. Sydney settles with the right foot. Turns. Plays the ball through to Ashlyn. Ashlyn with a nice little touch to settle. Plays it forward. Josephine running on. Josephine with a nice touch up the sideline. Sydney brings it right back up after a fusion kick. A battle going here with Ashlyn. Hard fought battle is a good one. Alicia saying, I want a little bit of this pie. Sid heads it right back up, and we're going to get the ball. Sydney bounces back up. Julie with the inbound. Over to Ashlyn. Bounces over the heads. Ashlyn crosses the ball. Danye settles and fires one off the defense at the top of the arch. E fires one off of the opponent, and the ball careens up to Brooke. Brooke with a nice tuck into the 18, and it's going to careen out for apparently a goal kick. Julia settles that goal kick. Sydney picks it up with a full head of steam. And Fusion turns, possession moving the other way. Julia gets sidestep. Avalon comes out to challenge. And the ball careens out off of blue for a Harbor throw. Lisi with the ball in possession, plays it up hard. Got a long run through for Ashlyn. Got a couple of speedsters going at it, and it's cleared out of bounds by Fusion. Harbor throw, about 4 yards off the flag. Harbor subbing Sydney out, Hannah in. And Julie up to take the ball. Opts to take the ball much further up the field, or back the field, than where it went out. And the ball worked back through center. Hannah shoots, hits the crossbar, careens back, and Brooke charges in for a rebound. Infusion under duress. Player just kicks it out. Across the line for a corner kick, Harbor. Alicia over to take the kick. Looks like she's going to line up to hit this one right-footed for an in-swing. Megan goes up for a potential short play. The ball clears out almost to the foot of Megan, but just not quite enough time. Fusion on a break. They have 2 charging with 5 defense of Harbor and a shot coming. And another shot coming, handled by Caitlin. I think Caitlin just made her first save of the day. All games. And Caitlin's drop kick is going to play off the defender's head. Josie with a strong play. Fusion. I think the ball crossed out and came back in, but in any case, I think this is yet the flexible rule book. Danye subbing out, Kat subbing in. We have a Fusion throw deep in Harbor territory on the near sideline. Ball played in. And Megan running on. Avalon playing on. And it's going to land at the foot of Fusion, and they're going to fire it far and wide. A couple of opportunities for Fusion. Don't want to give up our clean sheet. 10 points. Ball played out wide by Caitlin to Megan. Megan up to Hannah. Hannah out to Kat. And we're right back on the attack. Kat tucks one into Brooke. Brooke plays strong, gets it right back up to Kat. Kat takes her player out wide. And we have an offsides call on the play back to Kat. Assistant referee on our near sideline interjects to inform them that the free kick needed to be moved back to the point of the infraction. And a nice ball up by Fusion. Megan with a flying right foot settles it down for Hannah, and Hannah turns, and here we go again. Kat to Hannah. Hannah to Kat. This is becoming a theme. Kat crosses. Brooke settles. Gets deflected back out. Hannah with a light header, assumingly to play for herself, takes a shoulder to the back and a push. And now we go the other way. And a long ball through. Kylie giving chase. Going to play this one back to the foot of Caitlin, and Caitlin's going to put the boot on it, send it out high, looping to midfield, where Hannah tries to gain possession. Greens back to Avalon, and now Avalon pops one up.